Welcome, Reflections. You are over here with Teresa. Hit the like and subscribe button because you see the title. We are here talking about handlers within Hollywood. Okay, so with that being said, get your roll up, get your power because my spaceship has officially landed. You know how we do Reflection. You know how I do when I get over here talking about that Hollywood. You know the tree of illusions, reflections. So with that being said, let me cut down my music and my spaceship because they already said, you get what I'm saying? I'm shaking it up. I'm shaking it up too much. All right. So with that being said, reflection, make sure you hit the like button because it lets everyone know that I have officially landed on Mars and we are here talking about these handlers. Okay. So for everyone who is new to the crew, um, if you don't know what a handler is, hopefully after this video, you will have a better idea of what a handler is. Okay. Now remember, everything in this video is alleged. This is what I heard up the street, around the block, up the corner in them Hollywood, illusionary Oakwood streets. Okay. So with that being said, reflection, we know throughout Hollywood sometimes they'll come in one way. They'll just start out reflection. They'll be, you get what I'm saying? You have to pay attention. You got to pay attention. Shh, don't say too much though. Be quiet. Hush. So what they be, they say, who you talking to, Teresa? That's what they be telling them. You see the reflection. Are you not looking at the picture in the background? Yes, reflection. You see they be telling you, you're looking too much. Hush, you talking too much. Shh, be quiet. Okay. So that's what a handler's job is. They there to tell them, shh, you talking too much. Put the hand over their eye. You looking too much. What you looking for? Why you trying to go above your role? You doing too much now. I'm the key and you the ignition. Without the key, the car is not going to crank. Do you follow what I'm trying to say to you? Remember, everything over here is alleged reflection. And not only that reflection, remember, sometimes these celebrities allegedly they will either get cloned if they get to talking too much and looking too much, looking too hard and shit reflection, or they will get under mind control, also known as MK Ultra. Now, sometimes reflection when they are under mind control, why do you need a handler? You need a handler for both of them. You need a handler for the clone, and you need a handler allegedly if they under MK Ultra. Now, why is that? Because when they are under MK Ultra, just like any spell or illusion you create reflection, it can break at times. It can you get what I'm saying? It can wear down a little bit sometimes. They can jump back because their self is still somewhere in there. If you watch that movie, what is that movie? You know what I'm talking about, reflection, when he went to that family house and then shit the lady he was in that sunken space. You know what I'm talking about. Get out. Okay, so the person is still in there, but sometimes remember, just like in the movie Get Out, they'll get off track a little bit. They'll start remembering too motherfucking much. They'll start looking, that's why they hand over their eye. They'll start looking too much reflection over both of them, not just one. They'll start looking too much, and the handler got to come in and get them back on track. Get them back focused. Reflection on the agenda. Okay, allegedly. Hit the like and subscribe button. You over here with the crew. You over here with Street. We talking about handlers. Okay, everything over here is what I heard up the street, around the block, up the corner. Now, why do you need a handler for a clone? Okay, you need a handler for a clone reflection because they appear in like adult body, but their mind, their program, let me put it like that, their program, because not their mind, but their program is still childlike. So what do I mean childlike? It's still learning, it still isn't fully developed, if that makes sense to you, reflection, but that's just the best way that I can put it. So sometimes they act very childlike. Okay, so I wonder if I'm gonna try to find some screen recordings where you will see what I mean when I say they act very childlike, reflection. I wonder, did I record it? Did I record any so you could see what I'm talking about? But yeah, they act very, very childlike. But anyways, with that being said, I'm not here to waste your time. Let's look at a couple of clips and we're gonna stop and we're gonna talk about them. Okay?
Happens. But let's take a closer look at this situation. First of all, the dark forces which are attempting to control and enslave the human population have total control of the mainstream music industry. You don't become a superstar like Katy Perry without being part of the gang. Here's Katy in her own words explaining the situation.
You're doing really well now, but didn't you release a CD like almost 10 years ago? Wasn't that your first CD?
Yeah, I mean, I released a gospel record when I was 15. because I grew up in, a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so that was kind of like my first introduction to music, and it was kind of like, that's all I ever knew. That was my life, my faith, my church, my church friends, and things like that. So I kind of sang about, what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry, is through gospel music. And then it didn't work out. Like, it was quite a little blip on the radar. I think the label went bankrupt or what have you. And because I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out. And so I sold my soul to the devil.
She sold her soul to the devil. That's right. Katy Perry, in her own words, tells us how she became a superstar in the music industry. Now, before we continue, I want to make it clear that the idea of the devil, as Christianity portrays it, is not correct. Christianity is a control structure, just like all religions are. But it does contain seeds of truth. What Katy is referring to here when she says the devil are simply the dark forces which were in control of this planet. Katy Perry is a mind-controlled slave. More specifically, she is a monarch mind-control slave. A form of trauma-based mind control which has its roots in the MK Ultra mind control programs. Just looking at the symbolism attached to Katy Perry tells us the whole story. The one-eyed symbolism is constantly prominent to show her control by the Illuminati networks. The devilled horn symbol is also flashed as well. And then her music videos and stage shows contain a huge amount of symbolism which identifies her as a monarch mind-controlled slave. The Monarch Mind Control program is named after the monarch butterfly, symbolising the transformation from one form to another, the caterpillar to the butterfly. The butterfly symbol is seen throughout Katy Perry's live shows and music videos. Secondly, the symbol of the sex kitten is also heavily connected to the Monarch Mind Control program, as these mind control victims are often used as sex slaves as well. Once again, the imagery of the cat is found throughout everything to do with Katy Perry, from her costumes all the way through to her own perfume line. With all monarch mind control slaves, a so-called handler or handlers are responsible for keeping tight control over them. It recently hit the news that singer Kesha was suing her producer for repeated physical and sexual assault. It's highly likely that he is her monarch handler, and I doubt very much that that suing will go anywhere. These handlers have specific trigger keywords and trigger objects which they use to control the state of the slave. The next clip is from the red carpet at the Oscars, while Russell Brand was still married to Katy Perry. Pay close attention to what Russell has in his hands and the change in Katy's demeanour once he reveals it.
We're live on GMTV. Come over. Hi, Katy. Hi, hello. Bring it up. Hi, darling. How are you? Hello. Hi. What did you think of the whole shebang?
I thought it was...
You didn't watch it!
My favourite bit was when Chalky each fell over on the carpet, and then Pipsqueaks come over, and then Sneezy went, no! That was probably my favourite bit.
You just put him right in it now.
I did watch the Oscars.
I call him on his bullshit.
Don't swear.
Oh, this is morning television. This is morning television.
In England.
So listen, who are you happy to see win? I mean...
I'm happy that for everyone, really.
Okay, reflection. So tell me, what do you think about that right there? What do you think about what they said, and not only what they said when they were talking about these handlers, and these handlers will have certain code words. They'll have certain objects, will flash certain objects. It could even be light sometime, a certain um synchronicity, like a certain, like they'll flash certain colors, but it'll be like, let's say purple, red, and orange real fast. You get what I'm saying? Reflection, if that makes sense. It'll be all of those colors, but it'll be quick. Like you won't even pay attention to it, but that person will catch it and it'll catch their eye and it'll bring them back to life, back to reality. Put them back into the handler's control. So they have certain things, reflection. They'll use light, they'll use objects, they can use a certain sound, certain keywords. It's just different things like that. Allegedly. Okay. Remember, everything is alleged over here. This is what we heard up the street, round the block, up the corner. Okay, now let's take another look at what he's talking about.
No, he's actually hilarious.
I'm glad you find him funny.
Speechless. Usually I'm the like bubbly and I'm just like, oh my God, you're so funny. I can't believe it.
And have a lovely night. I know you're being pulled away back, left and centre.
In case you missed it, here are a couple of photos taken later that night as Russell and Katie posed together. In his hands, Russell is clearly and deliberately displaying this pendant. The pendant is comprised of a satanic pentagram and the word obey. Here's that clip one more time. Again, pay attention to Katie's demeanour change once this pendant is displayed by Russell.
Hi, darling. How are you?
Hi, how are you? Hello.
What did you think of the whole shebang?
I thought it was.
You didn't watch it.
My favourite bit was when Chalky each fell over on the carpet, and then Pipsqueaks come over, and then Sneezy went, no! That was probably my favourite bit.
You just put him right in it now.
I did watch the
I
Oscars.
call him on his bullshit.
Don't swear.
Oh, this is morning television. This is morning television.
In England.
So listen, who are you happy to see win? I mean,
I'm happy that for everyone, really. Just everyone. People that won, people that were nominated, people that were just there.
Katie.
Those unsung heroes, the people that fill the seats.
Katie, how do you deal with this?
No, he's actually hilarious.
Even if we choose to dismiss this satanic pendant Russell displays, and also dismiss the idea that he was Katie's mind control handler, the very fact that he was married to a mind controlled dark force music industry puppet, someone who was being used to manipulate the consciousness of millions of people around the world, must mean that Russell Brand is either A, part of the gang, or B, knows a lot more than he is letting on. Katy Perry is one in a long line of dark force puppets within the music industry. Once she signed that deal to become a puppet, it was then full steam ahead for her career and her role as a manipulator of human consciousness. Here's Katy explaining how Madonna gave her advice on how to handle this thrust into the limelight after signing the deal.
Another thing I've read recently is that Madonna's a really big fan of yours. Are you a fan of Madonna's?
Oh, naturally, of course. She really gave me such a big push in the beginning of my career. Like right before my ship was set to sail, she like kind of gave me this send off that I really needed because, you know, Madonna's Madonna, and when she talks, I think the people listen.
That's right, the queen puppet of the music industry.
Okay, reflection. So what do you think about that information? What do you think about how she behaved when he actually flashed that symbol that said obey? Reflection. What do you think about that? Do you think all of this is just a coincidence, or do you think there is a such thing as handlers? Let's listen at a couple of more videos. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, reflection, because we are over here talking about handlers within Hollywood. Now remember, handlers are not just for celebrities, reflection. Everyday people, certain people in certain positions, the higher you get in certain positions, remember there's levels in everything, reflection. Everybody in certain, they hold certain positions, certain high positions. It doesn't matter if they're a celebrity or not reflection. I'm talking about politicians. I'm talking about your bosses on your everyday job, but in the very high positions. Reflections. Some of them, allegedly, they have handlers.
Chappelle is back at it again, exposing Hollywood handlers. And this time, he's dragging Oprah for profiting off of other people's suffering and doing business with shady elites.
When a hero stumbles, well, the cowards rejoice. Nothing feels better to a coward than to watch a brave guy fall.
Oprah Winfrey has built a reputation as a philanthropist and humanitarian, but Dave Chappelle always thought that there's another side to Oprah, and he's been trying to expose her for years.
I don't want black people to be disappointed in me for putting that out there.
No, you didn't want to be disappointed in yourself.
You know what, Oprah? You're right.
See, Oprah's been involved in numerous controversies throughout her career. From claims that she blackballs and destroys the careers of everyone who criticizes her, to much more disturbing allegations of alleged involvement in human trafficking.
Oprah Winfrey and her BFF. The man in this photo is, quote, John of God. Oprah promoted him as a miracle healer. This man kept women chained to impregnate so he could.
Reflection. Remember, everything over here is alleged reflection, but it's said now. It has been said throughout the at these YouTube Hollywood Oak Tree streets that Oprah have known to handle a thing or two. And I'm not talking about them baskets that she was putting up under them up under them guest seats. Reflection. I heard now. This is just what I heard. Reflection. You know, I ain't the only person in the heard this. I know y'all done heard that about Big O. I know y'all have. Y'all been here. Okay.
I never wanted to do photo shoots. I never wanted to do red carpets. Hate it, hate it, hate it.
I just hate that people expect me to act a certain type of way.
Hollywood, often portrayed as a place of glitz and glamour, has long held a fascination for both its insiders and outsiders. However, behind the dazzling facade, there exists a shadowy world that many are unaware of. A world where the lives and careers of actors and artists may be under the control of unseen forces.
I have problems with certain business practices. And he said, well, it's okay. And I said, it's not okay. It's not okay. This is the whole thing. It's like we've now seen everything that happens if you speak up on these contracts.
It is within this enigmatic backdrop that the enigmatic figure of Matt Damon has dropped hints, alluding to the presence of a darker side within Hollywood's inner workings. Apparently, the allure of Tinseltown, with its promise of stardom and success, often overshadows the murkier aspects that lurk beneath its surface. So, seeing Matt Damon, a prominent actor who has graced both the big screen and the red carpet, offering insights into the industry's covert machinations, is a welcome change.
I didn't work with him again after that, but I was there kind of that was the height of his power, and that was his legend.
In a revealing interview that sent shockwaves through Hollywood, Damon broached the subject of Harvey Weinstein, a powerful figure who once held sway over the industry. Damon's words echoed with an air of mystery, hinting at the veil of secrecy that shrouded the inner workings of Miramax, the very epicenter of cinematic excellence in the 90s. In that pivotal moment, Damon's voice served as a conduit for the unheard whispers that had long circulated within the industry's echelons. He spoke of individuals who had ventured into Weinstein's realm, their intentions pure, aspiring to create cinematic masterpieces. Yet, as Damon revealed, they unwittingly became entangled in a web of criminal predation, a sinister reality that had eluded their wildest imaginations.
Miramax was the place, really the place, that was making great stuff in the 90s. This level of criminal predation is not something that I ever thought was going on.
In any case, Damon's claims on the hidden evil reality of Hollywood have proven to be true. One of the most alarming revelations is the notion that some black actors have been pressured into dressing as women, a controversial and uncomfortable aspect of the entertainment industry that has left many scratching their heads. Let's take a closer look at some of the black actors who have ventured into this territory and how, despite the controversy, they have emerged as some of the most successful figures in Hollywood today. Back in the 1970s, Flip Wilson was considered one of the pioneers of comedy for black people. His hit show, The Flip Wilson Show, catapulted him to stardom during that era. However, even in those early days of black entertainment, Wilson found himself resorting to drag for his character, Geraldine. It was a move that, in retrospect, raised eyebrows and revealed a pattern that would persist for decades. Eddie Murphy, known for his impeccable comedic timing and versatility, is well known for his ability to physically transform into his characters, even if it means donning women's clothing. His roles in The Nutty Professor and Norbit saw him taking on multiple female characters.
Okay, Reflection, hit the like and subscribe button. We over here talking about handlers within Hollywood, Reflection. Remember, they're not just in Hollywood though. Okay. So with that being said, what do you think about that, Reflection? What do you think about these handlers allegedly? You have heard certain actors and just certain celebrities, Reflections. We'll talk about the dress. If you haven't watched the dress ritual, then or go look and do research yourself, Reflection, on the dress ritual, and definitely check that out as well. Okay. But if you want to look at a video, you can definitely go to my playlist over there. Yes, Reflection, I'm finna guide you to the water. Go and hit my playlist tab, Hollywood Exposed, and you will see, Reflection. You will see. Okay, so they have certain rituals that they actually have to go through, and that is one of them. So what do you think about that, Reflection? What do you think about these handlers that tell them, shh, be quiet, don't say nothing, you looking too hard, you talking too much? Do you want your forehead to be bigger next week? Allegedly. Okay, just allegedly.
Handler is like a manager. You remember when Selena in the documentary said, I feel like a product. In many industries, but especially Hollywood, there are many people dependent on one person for their salary or income. An example of this would be like Britney Spears. Handler's job is oftentimes to let the performer know the show must go on regardless of how you're feeling. Obviously, they're not going to come out right and say that, but that's kind of the underlying tone of their job. So let's say Selena was like, I really want to take a break. I feel like I'm about to break down. The handler's job would be to say, look, a lot of people are depending on you to show up. If you watch the Elvis film, you also got some intel onto how a handler or manager might have that sort of unhealthy dynamic with their product or their
Baby, they said, listen, we know your whole family just blew up in the car about 5:33 minutes ago. We know that. But listen, we already done booked these tickets. Listen, they already booked, they done bought them. We sold out. Everybody here is waiting for you. What you gonna do? What are you gonna do now? It ain't no you. They already gone. Now I know it's fucked up that it sound like that. This what they be saying. I ain't saying Reflection. Now we know they already gone. So let's not make this a waste. Okay? Let's not make this a waste. Clear your face and shit up. Yes, get them some Kleenex over here. Hot chew. A shoe, call in his energy so we can get this show rolling. Okay, now listen, we can cry in the car tomorrow. Don't even worry about it. We're gonna get you whatever kind of car you want tomorrow. But right now, I need you to get, because you did big shit. I heard you, it was about 3 of them in the car. You did a good thing. Okay, that's gonna last you over probably for 13 more months. Then we're gonna need something new from you. Allegedly, that's what I heard they be doing around the block, up the street, up the corner. And this just Reflection. I'm just telling you what I think a handler would be saying in a situation. This shit, I'm just saying, Reflection. I think this is what they would say. Listen, you got to go out there on that stage. Listen, you got to go paint this artwork. Listen, I need you to go out there and lead the masses to the never mind, Reflection. I'm just telling you.
Gibson has gained a reputation for being outspoken about some unsettling truths within Hollywood. And this time, it appears he set his sights on the beloved Ashton Kutcher, who recently found himself at the center of a controversy.
His number one fear is public humiliation. Okay? I don't give a anymore.
It's evident that he has never been afraid to speak his mind, and that includes not fearing Kutcher either. To that end, the internet seems to be abuzz with speculations that Gibson appears to be prepared to unveil some uncomfortable hidden truths about Ashton as well, suggesting that he might be a handler.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
There is much more to the news, so let's get started on what Gibson appears to say about Ashton.
When you're 20, you don't understand these things. So, I think I just would have been more patient.
To better understand how Mel Gibson must be feeling about what Kutcher is allegedly doing, it's good to highlight some of the projects that Mel has undertaken as he seemingly tries to tackle abuse in Hollywood and beyond. Mel Gibson.
Okay, so what do you think about their Reflection? What do you think about these different actors, these different celebrities? They will come out to Reflection. Now, I don't know how long they gonna get to talk, Reflection, allegedly, because you know when they get to talking too much, be quiet. I told you, hurry up and get another one of them made and push their forehead and shit up. Push their forehead up, allegedly, Reflection. If you get talking too much, your forehead gonna get bigger. Now, I don't know how they forehead get bigger. I don't know, but your forehead, okay, Reflection, that's what they said. I heard when they get to talking too much and they get to looking too hard, they forehead get bigger. Now, this just alleged. This is my opinion. I don't know.
This ain't none of my business, but I find this really interesting about Hollywood and celebrities. Check this out, pay close attention and put the dots together.
Jimi Hendrix wanted to finance the Black Panther Party, but he didn't know that his agent, his manager, was an MI6 British intelligence agent.
All right, now look at what Kanye said about agents and handlers in Hollywood.
This is how he was threatened. This is a trainer, but come to find out, he was actually Canadian intelligence, but this is my trainer. So this shows you the kind of handlers that are around the superstars in California, right?
Like I said, this ain't really none of my business. I just find it really interesting how there are agents/handlers that work for the CIA inside of Hollywood handling these celebrities, only to keep.
Okay, the people have spoken, Reflection, and you know a lot of people have came out and said that as well. Okay, so not only that, Reflection, these celebrities, they'll come out and tell you themselves, but now before they forehead and shit start getting big, because you know it takes them a minute to create a legend. Okay,
we found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops
Who's
in
this
the
guy?
Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me, and they when I asked them how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly, it took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney.
Look what Kanye trying to say, Reflection. Listen at what he trying to say. His handler, I don't know who his handler is, but they finna get in trouble. What you out there doing? You part-time working or something? Like, I'm just trying to figure, you out there trying to be a butterfly or something? Do you not know what is you handling? Groceries? No, you misunderstood the assignment, didn't you? You're supposed to be handling yay, whoever, Reflection, whichever, you handle both of them. Shit, handle ye and handle yay. Okay, now after you get done handling them, because it seems like you're doing a bad job, you keep on. Now, we was making his forehead big. If you can't handle him until we get done with his forehead, then damn it, we finna make you one too. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? Allegedly, that's what they tell the handlers. That's why the handlers, shit, Reflection, they have a lot of pressure on them. Being a handler is a hard job, I heard. Reflection, shit, they forehead can get pushed back too. Now, that's just what I heard. That's what I heard. Not to push back what you thinking about. This is a different type of pushback, Reflection, shit. So hit the like and subscribe. But you over here with Top Radio. Yes. And we over here talking about handlers within Hollywood. So until next time, I got to get my spaceship crunk up because I feel them coming, Reflection. I feel them. I got to get up out of here because I ain't got nothing but a little bit of water left in my spaceship now. I ain't got nothing but a little bit of H2O up in here. So until next time, Reflections, I shall.